Hi, everybody. Welcome to another English class here on Verbling.com. My name is Lisa, and in this hour, we're going to be having a speaking class. If you have a reservation for this class, you can use it now by clicking on the button up there that's counting down. You always have the first 2 minutes to join the class if you made a reservation ahead of time. If you didn't make a reservation, then you just wait 2 minutes until that button goes away, and then you'll see a join class button up above the video there, and anybody who is a Verbling member can join the class at any time. Okay, hi Michael, how are you doing? Michael, your microphone is muted.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, let's see, which Michael is this? Where are you from, Michael?
I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago. You're living in Chicago, yeah?
Yeah, Illinois.
Nice. Is it getting cold in Chicago?
Yeah, it's getting cold.
Yeah.
Little by little. What about you? How is in Washington, D.C.?
Washington.
Washington, yeah. Seattle, I think, or near Seattle. Something.
Yes, exactly. I am near Seattle, about 2 hours away, and let me see. It's
sunny.
not too bad. Yeah, you can kind of see outside there. It's a little bit cloudy, but not too bad. Yeah, not too cold, I don't think. Yeah.
Looks awesome.
Yeah.
And where do you live? What city?
Port Townsend, Washington.
Okay. Is that far from Bill Gates? From house of Bill Gates' house?
About 2 hours.
2 hours, okay.
Yeah.
Well, because I was wondering, why would Bill Gates? He was born there, like in that.
He was born, yeah, in that area.
He lived all his life there, like, and I was wondering what is so good in that state, in that city where he lives, because he didn't change, he haven't changed his location, like in California maybe, or in New York, or maybe. I know he travels a lot. He travels a lot. I know that, but. And the Microsoft is located there as well.
Right. Yeah.
Headquarters.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sometimes when you're born and raised somewhere and you have your family support, that's important to you, and so you just stay. But where he lives, it's a pretty nice area, of the country. Yeah.
He's millionaire or multi-millionaire.
Multi-billionaire, yes. So yeah, he could live wherever he wants, of course, and maybe he has, I don't know if he has some other house or definitely. Not. Yeah.
In Florida, I read in the American online newspaper that
really?
he put like in Florida 1 billion he gave for that house.
Oh wow, geez.
In Florida, so
yeah. Yeah, people who are very wealthy and who travel quite a bit, they typically do have houses or apartments in other areas. In fact, my daughter and her friends are very interested in the new Taylor Swift album. So we were watching a little an interview with her on Ellen DeGeneres show, and Taylor said something about how she, for the release of her new album called 1989, she had invited 89 fans to each of her homes, and she had like 5 homes or something like that, like in LA, Florida, maybe, I don't know, Nashville, New York, something like this. So London, I think she has one in London, I don't know. So
the thing is that I never heard of Taylor Swift. Now when you put her name, I looked up on the Wikipedia, and it's written that she's an American country pop artist. So
yes.
I was wondering who's that? Who's on earth is?
She's pretty famous. She started pretty young when she was only like 14, and she's 24 now. And in that 10-year time, she's already had several albums, and they've won awards, and she's sold millions of albums. So it's kind of like started off in country music and then moved over to more pop. So it's popular with young, like my daughter's only 11, so young girls and stuff.
Does she have some like alcohol stories in her life.
I don't know. I don't know that much.
I mean, usually when you read biographies of American famous people, artists, at some point of their life, they have some stories, small stories about they were involved in some maybe
drugs or alcohol.
Yes, maybe they. So I don't know. They beated someone or something like that. No, I read many biographies.
They got arrested for something. Yes.
Yeah, I read many biographies on Wikipedia, and you can, if you read them, you can find lots of things.
Yes, it's true. Okay, let me just say hi to some more people who have showed up. While I'm saying hi, look at this picture, and I want to ask you guys what you see in the picture. But first, let me just say hi to Savio. Hi, Savio.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
Good. How are you? Welcome.
I'm fine. I'm wonderful.
Great. Savio, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Oh, where do you live in Brazil?
So I live in São Paulo City.
Oh, okay. Is it raining there yet?
No, it's the opposite.
Oh,
It's too hot. We are passing in some problems with raining because it's not raining since in the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
So it's hard for the situation here now.
I know. I have several students that live in Sao Paulo, and we always talk about the problem because you're having a big drought and running out of water. So
yes,
it's a bad situation. Well, hopefully there will be some rain in the future. David, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. And you? How about you?
I'm good. So, David, what do you see in this picture?
Okay, let me check. It's funny.
Why is it funny?
The left is diver.
Yeah, divers. Those are divers. Yeah, scuba divers.
The left scuba diver is okay. I'm cool. And the shark is thinking, yes, I'm cool. Full of food for me.
Right.
And it's a big one.
Yeah, it's a little hard to see in this photo. It's not the best photo. I just copied it. But, yeah, I was shocked when I saw this because it looks like they don't even realize that this shark is here behind them. They're just taking a picture, and then all of a sudden...
Actually, I think it's Photoshop or something like that.
It just looks so funny, though. You know, that's the problem with pictures today. You actually don't really know if it's true or not. So that's true. With Photoshop and other types of designing programs and stuff, you don't know. But it is a funny picture. Okay, let's see. Ken. Hi, Ken. Welcome. I know Yuki was trying to get in here, but he was having some trouble. So maybe, Yuki, keep trying if you want to join us. Ken, is your microphone working?
Yes, I'm
Oh, good. I hear you.
Loading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bubbling chat.
Oh, is it slow right now?
Mm-hmm.
A little slow. Yeah, all of a sudden I got my server went down or something. I don't know. Just got kicked me out of the Google Hangouts the last hour for a second.
Probably I couldn't, download the app. Maybe change the computer. I joined again.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I think it's good now.
Okay. See you later.
Well, is it working now?
No, bubbling chat couldn't work, so I cannot see the screen now.
Oh, you can't see the screen.
But I cannot see the screen properly.
Oh, okay. Can you guys see the screen okay? David and Alex and you guys, Michael?
Yes.
We have questions.
Okay, yes, we got these questions. So this hour is devoted to speaking. In the last hour, we were doing some writing, but this hour is a different skill, and that's speaking. So we're going to work on these questions, and everybody's going to have a chance to answer them in whatever way you answer them. And let's see, probably it's a good idea to keep your answers to maybe 3 minutes or so, 2 to 3 minutes. Some we might be a little bit longer. Some are kind of just short answers. But it is a speaking class, so I want to give you guys a chance to speak and not just say simple answers. So we'll have a little bit more time for everybody, as long as it stays kind of small. So right now we have 4 people. Ken might be back. Yuki might make it in, hopefully. Otherwise, it'll just be us. So why don't we start with you, Alex, today? Number 1 says, what's one of the hardest things you've ever done? So hardest here, in this sense, means difficult. So maybe something you've learned, something you had to get over, something, it could be pretty much anything that was difficult for you. Just to give us an example of one thing in your life.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to say. Well, now I'm in one of the most difficult moments in my whole life. Because I'm unemployed and I'm studying to do a public exam to be a civil servant. Public school, so it's hard for me because I'm unemployed and I have a lot of time to study, and that's good, but I have a lot of time to think as well. My best friends are in other cities and they are working, so I have a lot of time to think. I have a lot of time to spend with myself, and I have a lot of pressure as well, social pressure, because I have a certain age and my friends are working, people are working, the majority of people, and I'm studying still, so I need to be strong. Impatient now. So now I think now this proof is the hardest in my life.
So maybe in the future you're going to look back and say that was the hardest thing you had ever done, was to live through this time period.
Maybe. But I'm it's fine for me. It's hard, but I'm feeling well because I'm learning a lot for myself, and I'm learning things that in another situation I wouldn't learn. So it's
taking advantage of it.
Yeah, but once I pass this moment, I hope everything will be softer.
Easier. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably true for a lot of people in Spain as well as other countries right now. It would be nice to get out of this economic crisis situation and move on to another time period. More prosperity and work, and okay. Good. All right, David, what about you?
It's a difficult question. I have a lot of hard things in my life. For example, my girl moves 3 months ago to my home. My quality of life is completely lost. For example, I have to close the bathroom's door. No, this is only a joke.
That's tough.
Yes, it's the worst. Because I cannot listen to TV, for example, so I need to close. No, it's only a joke. Okay, in the last years, probably the hardest one of the hardest things I've done, it has been my travel to Finland. I think my business travel, it was because it was my first business travel abroad, um, as consultant in English, alone,
Yeah.
as consultant representative. So, um, a lot of pressure over my shoulders, in order to explain an unhappy customer how to deal with our software. So it was quite difficult. I was alone. My last flight, for example, it was maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So, and I have ever flown
Flown. You had never flown.
in Spain. So I face a lot of new things for me. For example, my first fly alone to another country, my first consultancy abroad, my first business travel in English, a lot of different milestones.
Yeah.
Okay, at the end it was great. I'm very happy. I'm asking every day to my boss, okay, when is the next travel for Europe, because I want it. I don't want to cross the ocean. It's a very long flight for me.
Yeah.
But I told my boss, you have to reserve and schedule my European business travels, because I want all of them. So it was hard. I was very, very afraid the previous week, especially.
Yeah.
But when I entered in the plane to Finland, I forgot the fear. I was completely focused, and when I came back, I felt absolutely tired. Probably I was so focused that I didn't realize that I was afraid.
Yeah.
So when I came back, I said, "Oh, I need to sleep. I need to sleep. I have not energy." So it was hard, but it was a great milestone for me.
Yeah.
I'm very happy for that.
That's great. All right. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I was talking to you while you were doing that, so I remember that was a big challenge for you, and it's led to some really cool things. So now you're excited to go do even more traveling and flying. That's awesome.
Yeah, I completely hate. But okay, during the flight, I think all the flights were great in terms of turbulence or incidents or something like that. But when the plane passed through turbulence, I closed my eyes and said, "Okay, I'm in a bus. Don't worry. The road is not in the best condition, so don't worry. This is a bus. This is a bus."
Yeah. I do that too. I pretended to train.
I'm at home finally. So
awesome.
yeah, it was nice because in the first in the flight to Helsinki, my flight mate was a young person from Helsinki. I was talking with him during the flight, so he helped me to be more relaxed or to feel more comfortable. So
yeah.
I was lucky in that sense.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, what about you, Michael? Something that's been difficult for you to do.
Okay, I will come up with a smart answer.
Okay.
Just to differentiate the answers.
Okay.
So I don't see any in my life. I don't think that there are hard things to do. I think it's only it's a learning experience. So basically, there's no something hard to do. Everything it's the same to do, and you just need to adapt to that thing. And, you need to improvise, maybe and by that you're developing your abilities, your skills. So basically, it depends how you look on that thing. You
Sure.
can look at as a hard thing to do,
Mhm.
but you can look as just as a thing that you don't know, and you just need to do it once. So after that, you would do it. I don't know, faster or maybe easier or something like that. So,
So
did you
kind
like
of,
my answer?
yeah, sure. That's well, you're giving the Tony Robbins answer.
What's that? Who is Tony Robbins?
Oh, you don't know Tony Robbins? You better look him up.
No. Can you write in the chat, please?
Yeah, I will. It's the idea of changing your perception of things or your mindset about things. So certainly, hold on. In everyday talk, people, some things come easily to you, and some things are a little more difficult. And so sometimes we do talk in terms of, oh, that was really easy or that was really hard. But as a way to actually change your mind about things, your perception is what you're talking about. You don't have to put an evaluation on something if it's good or bad or easy or hard. It's just what it is, and then you just deal with it. So, yeah, that's a kind of a way, if you read a lot of success literature, so people who are like Bill Gates and things like people like that, they have a way of looking at life that way rather than breaking it up into easy and hard, difficult or not. Maybe just looking at things and doing the best you can and seeing what happens. So
Yeah, and I agree 100%. It's true. Like to be honest, like I've read those things. That's not my idea, like original idea. So basically, I've read not Anthony Robbins, but of another one, and I think that helped me a lot.
Sure.
That helped me to deal with situations like some situations.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay. Savio, what about you? What's one of the hardest things you've ever done? Or maybe we could take out the word hardest and just say something that was challenging and that you overcame it, or something like that.
Okay, so Lisa, I have a lot of hard things that I have performed in my life. However, I would like to say one of them that is it's decision of to get married.
Yes, that's a tough decision.
Sorry. It is this decision was decided by me in the last year.
Yeah.
And I say that is a hard decision because for preparation of the wedding, the party of your wedding, it's too hard. It's you have to pay a lot of bills. You have to invite your friends, your guests. So and it's only the preparation of the party. So for the other hand, we have the hardest decision is to divide one house, one another person. It's yes, it's this decision is heavy to think a lot before to do. So it's I say you that it was a hard decision that I performed. However, I am sure that I want to do it.
Good. Yeah. So it was a
Okay.
hard decision, but it turned out good so far. So did you get married? Has it happened yet?
No, my wedding
Yeah.
will happen in January 3.
Oh, okay. Wow,
Yeah.
January 3rd.
I
Okay.
have 2 months to finally finally the until this party.
Yeah. We could say to finalize the preparations.
Yes, finalize this preparation. I have 2 months.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks a lot.
Nice. Okay. Excuse me. Sepkin. Hi there, Sepkin.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome.
Hi.
So we're on question number 1. What's one of the hardest things you've ever done? So how would you answer that?
Yes, I want to talk about my biking experience.
Okay.
My first biking experience for a long tour, approximately 360 kilometers.
Wow.
But 60 or 80 kilometers per day for 3 days, and it was the hardest physical experience for me in my life because we biked on steep slopes and I had leg ache and we were camping in nights on the land and it was very uncomfortable conditions. There were very uncomfortable conditions.
Yeah.
But actually, it was the best experience, best beautiful experience for me because I had a very good time, and it was happy time. It was a very happy period for me.
Nice.
Because I um, I achieved
Your goal.
biking 4 kilometers and yes, that's all.
Okay. Yeah, great. That's kind of funny how it works that way. Sometimes some of the hardest things that we've done turn out to be the best things that we've done or lead to other things that maybe we wouldn't have thought about doing in the past, but now we do. Like David's story with traveling more even. Okay, thanks. Yuki, what about you? What's one of the hardest things you've ever done?
Well, as I mentioned before, I experienced the economic crisis here in Russia in 1998. And after that, I was fired by the company. And I decided to enter a university here because I had a strong desire to learn linguistics seriously in university. So I entered university. After that, I had hardest things in my life. You know, almost all students is native Russians, so it is very difficult to understand the lecture, and of course, the most difficult time was exams. Yeah. Exams. Exams took place in the form of oral examination. So I gave always nervous answers at the oral examination.
Those are always hard, yeah.
It was very difficult for my first year, but gradually I get used to the classes and lectures, But most big challenge for me was graduation test. The members of committee, I don't know, please, representatives came to university and they seated in front of the in front of me, and they gave a question, and it was very difficult. I had to answer almost an hour.
I think oral examinations are hard. Yeah.
Yes. They gave a various questions. I had to answer. So during my university days, almost every day I seriously thought about retiring from the university. But to my amazement, to my surprise, when I was graduated, when I was graduating, my grade was the best in the class. So it's very good. So so in the graduate ceremony, I should receive a diploma. It's a red diploma. Red color is gave for best. Top student of the class. So it was funny that day before the graduation ceremony, I had a quarrel. I had an argument with my wife.
Yeah.
And after that, in the morning also. So I was late. I was late joining the graduate ceremony.
You were late, yeah.
I missed the chance to receive a diploma.
Oh no!
Yes. After I heard that there was a scandal, top student didn't come to the ceremony.
Oh, oh Yuki. Yeah, I think for a lot of people, their final exams or oral exams would be considered some of the hardest things they've done. Those can be tricky.
Yes.
Yeah, nerve-wracking. What about you, Ken?
Yes, one of the hardest thing here about TOEFL.
Oh.
In order to study in American graduate school, I need to get a requirement score.
Right.
And I have already passed how can I say my university's exam to go there as an exchange student, but one problem is I couldn't reach to the requirement score from the American graduate school.
Yeah.
And at that time, PBT is available in this area, a paper-based TOEFL.
Oh, okay.
PBT
Yeah.
is too busy for me, and it doesn't. Writing was not evaluated in the PBT exam, and a lot of grammar problems which I don't like.
Yeah.
And then my brains cannot work quickly so I changed the strategy. At that time, computer-based TOEFL is available in only two cities in Japan, Tokyo and Osaka. So I decided to go to Osaka to take CBT. And time is maybe it's longer, and I can rest in the interval time, and writing will be evaluated in CBT. At that time, I was taking a lot of academic writing class in my university. So
yeah,
I thought CBT is better. So I went there and I could reach to get the requirement score. So I was relieved because I passed and I could get I passed the Hikens to get a scholarship to go there.
Yeah.
So if I couldn't reach the score, these two things turned to be nothing. So I was totally relieved. And I think TOEFL is not only the test but also some kind of choosing suitable strategy is better.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. So when was this? How long ago was this?
Almost 5 years ago.
5 years ago? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I didn't know that. Okay, number 2, Alex. Tell us about one of the best parties you've ever been to. Tell us a little bit about it. What kind of party was it? Where was it? Why was it fun?
Mm-hmm. Well, the best parties that I remember, yes, the best parties were when I practiced rollerblading.
Yeah,
And,
rollerblading. Yeah.
yes, we used to go to some competitions along the year.
Mm-hmm.
So after the competitions, always there was a big party organized to all the competitors and everyone whoever who wanted to go.
Yeah.
And yes, I remember these parties as funny and crazy because we were teenagers and we were crazy.
You were crazy.
Reckless.
Reckless, yeah.
And, it was funny because during the day we had been competing.
Competing.
And I remember that I didn't know most of the people at the beginning, especially, and it was funny because in the day we were competing each other, and in the night we were hugging each other and drunk and jumping, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Funny. Now I become more quiet. Yes, I like meeting with people, or not. I don't like party very much. I prefer to stay with a small group of people and having dinner or having lunch and then speak. And yes, I prefer that now.
So more, we call that like a more intimate setting. Yeah.
Yes.
Just a few people. Yeah. Okay.
I enjoy it more now.
Okay. All right. David, what about you? I know you've probably been to a lot of parties, David.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Maybe it was not the funniest, but I remember that party, and I still laugh a lot. When I was working in Madrid in a disco as public relationship, we organized a party with a topic every Thursday night. And I remember one night we decided to organize a party, and the title of the party was "Only for the girls," only for girls.
Oh, okay.
And the big attraction was boys. as at the boys. We contact with the best or most famous boys in Madrid to make a performance in the disco. It was very funny because during the show only the girls could be in the disco. So all the boys were outside waiting, crazy, because they was thinking, oh, we are going to find a lot of horny girls, crazy girls. So, and I remember because I have two very religious friends, and I convinced them to come. Don't worry, it's an innocent performance. Don't be shy. Don't be worried. I will be, because the only guys, the only boys who were able to be inside the disco during the performance were the workers, obviously.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
As public, not public. I think there's a better word to describe the people who is watching a performance.
The audience.
Yeah. The audience, yes, the audience. Yeah. All the audience were girls and the workers.
Oh, okay.
So I was part of the audience, yeah, and I was with my two friends, very religious friends, and at the beginning they were completely shy, looking at the floor. Oh my God, no, this is not good. Oh my God, no. Relax, take it easy. This is funny. I'm having fun with that, so you should have fun with that. At the end, they were completely crazy, screaming, yelling, drinking, dancing, completely crazy. And the boys have like a leader who was the main character in the final of the performance. So at the end of the performance, I take my friends with my hands, and I introduce them to the leader of the boys. So they were, David, you're crazy. I feel so sad. I remember it was very, very funny. And at the end of the performance, we opened the doors, and
wow.
It was like, like the Lord of Rings, the orcs trying to conquer the final castle. A lot of boys, wow,
yeah,
let's go. It was completely crazy and very, very funny. It was very funny, yeah.
That sounds fun. All right, thanks for sharing that. Michael, what about you? One of your best parties?
Well, so basically when I lived in another country, I was on the 4th of July. I was at the party organized by Embassy of the United States and a group of companies, like American companies, not only American. They organized like 4th of July, like the Independence Day of the United States.
Right. Yeah.
Organized like a picnic, like from, I think, from 2 o'clock to 7 o'clock, from 2 to 7 o'clock, and that was like outside, in a place outside, like and with there was like some hamburger, so basically McDonald's food.
Hot dogs, yeah.
Yeah, all the stuff from McDonald's.
Yes.
As I understood that all was, so McDonald's was one of the company sponsors.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They gave like all that food, like and ice creams, but everything tasted good for me at that point, because I'm not really loyal customer McDonald's. I don't go with friends or by myself. I don't go to McDonald's at all.
Yeah, sure.
So basically, I've enjoyed that food, and we had like some so dances. Like who wanted to dance there? Who didn't dance, and we had like there were like American people from the United States, like from different states. I was speaking with them like hi, how are you, so on, things like that. There were some people. So, and what I can recall that there were like competition.
Contests, yeah. There were contests.
Basically, I've participated in some of them, and the first one was about American like history and about America questions. And I've took like I took second place in that competition.
Nice.
That contest. The first place was taken by an American, Native American, because he knew all the facts from the history, like about who was the president, who was the vice president, so all the things he knew, and he took the first place. And I took the second, and they gave like some small prizes, like some small prizes, and also was flip cup. Do you call that, or cup flip?
It was what?
Competition, like a cup flip or a flip cup?
A cup? Oh, where you're flipping cups. Flipping cups. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, so basically you drink beer.
Drinking games.
Yeah, you drink like they're like on the table 7, for example, 7 glass, not glass.
Yeah, it might be a cup flip then. Yeah.
Yeah, cup flip, and you drink like a cup of beer, plastic, and you overthrown, or how do you call that?
You drink it, and then what do you do with it? I don't know that game. I don't drink
you
beer,
don't know?
So.
Okay, I've been in other classes like with American teachers, and only said cup flip, they knew what I'm talking about. So basically, you should return the cup with upside down. So how do I call it?
Upside down, yeah. Oh, okay. So pick it up, drink it, and then put it on the table upside down.
But not put. You should there, yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah, and I lost, of course, in that game because it was something I knew first time, and some dancing competitions, like who dances better. That's all. And I remember that there were like some Spanish people, some like from Spain. I remember that there was a guy, good, funny guy, and we had like a good time. And lottery was some kind of lottery, but I didn't participate it because I didn't know about like lottery.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And was the ambassador of the United States of
America. Okay.
He held how do you say? He gave a speech. Yeah.
He gave a speech. Okay.
Yeah, and I was feeling that I'm on some kind of president election because he was turning his head around, like, and he was talking. Today we are. So
yeah.
It was fun.
That's fun. Cool. All right. Thanks for sharing that. Savio, what about you? Probably have a lot of good parties in Brazil. Right?
Yes, teacher. We have a lot of party, especially the famous party here is called the Carnaval.
Yeah.
So I would like to share with you a party that happened when I finished my secondary school. So I remember that time. That was my first opportunity to go out alone, without my father or my mother, just with my friends. So this party happened with a travel. To a place in another state here in Brazil, and that in this place there was every day there was a lot of party. I passed there 5 days in the total. So in the first day we have a first party, in the second day the second party, so and we go on.
Wow.
So it's for me, I was a younger, so for me it was a wonderful because I had just the company with my friends from the secondary school, and I enjoyed so much. It was a great opportunity for me to share with to respect the other friend, to share the rooms with the other people. It's I like it so much because party in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, happy and more. There was a how can I say swimming pool, and there was a big lake and the river, and we have opportunity to perform some sports.
Wow, that
Some
sounds fun.
Yeah, yes, it was a wonderful opportunity for me.
Yeah, great. Okay, thanks. Sepkin, what about you? A party, one of your favorite parties? Sepkin, your microphone is muted.
Sorry.
There you go. Okay.
I went to yes. I went to a place for a congress, and I met with my friends and my lovely supervisor at there. And last evening of the congress, there was a party that named National Night, and there were folk dancers and belly dancer and the belly group, and we watched folk dancers, and after it, belly dancer took the stage, and she danced very beautiful. Her show was very beautiful, and in her show, she wanted that who some men who were in that party coming to the stage, doing her dance to the stage for doing her dance, and it was very funny watching the Elliot man who was trying the dancers light figures, and yes, we there was a music group, and with this group we danced till our feet were, and till we throw our shoes.
A lot of dancing.
We walked with our bare feet.
Yeah. Nice.
It was a very lovely night.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow, sounds fun. Okay, we have about 4 minutes. So Yuki and then Ken, and we'll be finishing up. Okay, Yuki.
Okay, shortly.
Yeah.
Maybe farewell party.
Oh. When you leave Japan?
Yes, when I live in Japan, it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I decided to leave Japan and come to Russia.
Yeah.
I don't know what came over me to make me that. But my colleague, I had worked in Tokyo. My colleague, all my colleagues, was very surprised.
Yeah.
And when I quit the company, they planned a farewell party for me. Everyone, we drink a beer, and everyone gave me a present and a farewell message. Maybe they thought that they couldn't meet me again because Russia is very, very far from Japan. After that, we sang a song in karaoke, and in the end, they tossed me into the air.
Yeah.
In the center of Ginza. Ginza is a very, downtown, very busy street, and there are many shops, very sophisticated, fashionable. So I was very embarrassed. It was very embarrassed to. Yes. Yeah. And many of them now became a manager. But I'm on the bottom. So there are big difference.
Yeah. Well, they were happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Karaoke. I know in Japan karaoke is very popular. Here too in some places. Yeah. Ken, what about you?
Yes, the best party is kind of just small party, but home type party, and when I working as a volunteer to my closest pool for the 12 hours endurance swimming match, and a lot of my pool mates were working as a volunteer and swim in a volunteer kind of line. So, but it's kind of a half work, half volunteer work. So people partying at the tent beside the pool, actually. And one guy, he loves cooking. Always he cooking for dumpling for that party. The kind of tent party.
Yeah.
So, but it was I thought it was just a kind of fun, kind of casual party. So, but after that, I noticed famous comic cartoonist appeared that race. So he went. Maybe he participated in the party. I didn't notice that. Who is he? But after that, that scene, the dumpling scene, appeared in the comic magazine. So I was pretty surprised at it.
Wow,
it could be the best party ever.
Okay, well that's fun. Okay, guys, well we used up our hour, so thanks for coming to class and participating and sharing your stories. Those are really interesting, and sounds like people have fun all around the world at parties. Lots of different ways to enjoy yourself. Okay. If I don't see you guys later this week, have a good weekend. I have a couple of more classes coming up, but I don't have any classes on the weekend. So you can check my schedule if you want to see what classes I have tomorrow and Friday. Take care, guys. Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another English class here on Verbling.com. My name is Lisa, and in this hour, we're going to be having a speaking class. If you have a reservation for this class, you can use it now by clicking on the button up there that's counting down. You always have the first 2 minutes to join the class if you made a reservation ahead of time. If you didn't make a reservation, then you just wait 2 minutes until that button goes away, and then you'll see a join class button up above the video there, and anybody who is a Verbling member can join the class at any time. Okay, hi Michael, how are you doing? Michael, your microphone is muted.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, let's see. Which Michael is this? Where are you from, Michael?
I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago. You're living in Chicago, yeah?
Yeah, Illinois.
Nice. Is it getting cold in Chicago?
Yeah, it's getting cold.
Yeah.
Little by little. What about you? How is in Washington, D.C.?
Washington.
Sorry, Washington, yeah. Seattle, I think, or near Seattle. Something.
Yes, exactly. I am near Seattle, about 2 hours away, and let me see. It's
sunny.
Not too bad. Yeah, you can kind of see outside there. It's a little bit cloudy, but not too bad. Yeah, not too cold, I don't think. Yeah.
Looks awesome.
Yeah.
And where do you live? What city?
Port Townsend, Washington.
Okay. Is that far from Bill Gates? From house of Bill Gates' house?
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. Yeah. Well, because I was wondering, why would Bill Gates? He was born there, like in that.
He was born. Yeah, in that area.
He lived all his life there, like, and I was wondering what is so good in that state, in that city where he lives, because he didn't change, he haven't changed his location, like in California maybe, or in New York, or maybe. I know he travels a lot. He travels a lot. I know that, but and Microsoft is located there as well.
Right. Yeah.
Headquarters.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she had invited 89 fans to each of her homes, and she had like 5 homes or something like that, like in LA, Florida, maybe, I don't know, Nashville, New York, something like this. So London, I think she has one in London. I don't know. So
the thing is that I never heard of Taylor Swift. Now, when you put her name, I looked up on the Wikipedia, and it's written that she's an American country pop artist. So
yes.
I was wondering who's that? Who's on earth is?
She's pretty famous. She started pretty young when she was only like 14, and she's 24 now. And in that 10-year time, she's already had several albums, and they've won awards, and she's sold millions of albums. So it's kind of like started off in country music and then moved over to more pop. So it's popular with young, like my daughter's only 11, so young girls and stuff.
Does she have some alcohol stories in her life?
I don't know that much.
I mean, usually when you read biographies of American famous people, artists, at some point of their life, they have some stories, small stories about they were involved in some maybe
drugs or alcohol.
Yes, maybe they I don't know, they beated someone or something like that. No, I've read many biographies.
They got arrested for something. Yes.
I've read many biographies on Wikipedia, and you can, if you read them, you can find lots of things.
Yes, it's true. Okay, let me just say hi to some more people who have showed up. While I'm saying hi, look at this picture, and I want to ask you guys what you see in the picture. But first, let me just say hi to Savio. Hi, Savio.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
Good. How are you? Welcome.
I'm fine. I'm wonderful.
Great. Savio, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Oh, where do you live in Brazil?
So I live in São Paulo city.
Sometimes when you're born and raised somewhere and you have your family support, that's important to you, and so you just stay. But where he lives, it's a pretty nice area, you know, of the country. Yeah.
He's millionaire or multi-millionaire.
Multi-billionaire, yes. So yeah, he could live wherever he wants, of course, and maybe he has, I don't know if he has some other house or
definitely.
not. Yeah.
In Florida, I read in the American online newspaper that
really?
he got, like in Florida, $1 billion he gave for that house.
Oh wow, geez.
In Florida, so
yeah. Yeah, people who are very wealthy and who travel quite a bit, they typically do have houses or apartments in other areas. In fact, my daughter and her friends are very interested in the new Taylor Swift album. So we were watching a little interview with her on Ellen DeGeneres show, and Taylor said something about how she, for the release of her new album called 1989,